Good morning, students. Welcome to the class on quantum mechanics. Yesterday, we were discussing particle in a one-dimensional box. So we have arrived at a general solution a sine alpha x plus b cos alpha x for the Schrodinger wave equation. And to solve this equation, uh, we have identified the values of b. For getting b, what we have substituted? We have substituted psi is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0 in this equation. When we substitute psi is equal to 0 at x equal to 0, we got 0 is equal to a sine 0 plus b cos 0. A sine 0 is 0, so it becomes 0 plus b cos 0 is 1. So therefore we are arriving at b is equal to 0. Now to identify the value of a, we have again substituted psi is equal to 0 at x is equal to L. Therefore psi is equal to 0 at x equal to L. A sine alpha L plus b is not there, right? So here the modified equation is psi is equal to a sine alpha x, right? From this equation, x into y is equal to 0. That means either x is equal to 0 or y is equal to 0. That means here either a is equal to 0 or sine alpha L is equal to 0. We cannot take a is equal to 0. Why? If we substitute 0 for a, then entire wave function becomes 0. This is not true, right? We have assumed a particle in a box. That means it must have some wave function. If the wave function is becoming 0, it is not a valid answer, right? So we don't consider a is equal to 0. We consider sine alpha L is equal to 0. We know sine theta is equal to 0 when theta is either 0, pi, 2 pi, something like this, right? So that means alpha L is equal to n pi. Alpha L is equal to n pi, where n is 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the possible numbers, but we don't consider 0. We don't consider 0. That I will explain when we derive energy expressions. So the wave function becomes alpha is equal to n pi by L. Therefore, the wave function becomes psi is equal to a sine n pi by L into x. So this is the wave function. Psi is equal to a into sine n pi by L into x. But we haven't identified the value of a. That we will do it now. This is not b, this is a, to find the value of a. We started to find out the value of a, but it is not completed, right? Now, how do we find the value of a? Of course, we have already substituted the limits, what we know. From that, we did not get the value of a. Then how can we solve the How can we get the value of A? We know every wave function must be normalized. What is the accepted values? Psi, uh, psi should be normalized. What is normalization? Integral psi psi star d tau is equal to 1. This is normalization. Of course, here the limits are from 0 to L, right? The limits are from 0 to L, and since it is a one dimensional box, we can take dx in place of dt. We are not taking, we are not discussing a three dimensional box, we are only discussing a one dimensional box where we are discussing only the x coordinate. Or integral 0 to L, what is psi? A sine n pi by L into x. What is psi star? Psi star is again A sine n pi by L into x dx is equal to 0. Or A into A square, since it is a constant, we will make it outside, 0 to L sine square n pi by L into x into dx is equal to 1. Sorry, this is 1. We know the formula for cos 2x. Cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta, right? What is the formula for cos 2 theta? Cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. We can rearrange this. Or a square is equal to integral 0 to L sine square n pi by L. So that means it becomes 1 minus cos 2n pi by L into x by 2 into dx is equal to 1. Because you can rearrange this. Sine square theta is equal to, you make this left side, cos 2 theta right side, so it becomes 1 minus cos 2 theta. Because we have 2 into sine square theta, it becomes denominator. It becomes denominator. So we need to solve this, or this we can further simplify it. Here the denominator 2 is again a constant, so we will make it outside, 0 into L integral dx minus integral 0 to L cos 2n pi by L into x dx is equal to 1. So we have a squared by 2 of integral 0 to L dx minus integral 0 to L cos 2 n pi by L into x dx is equal to 1. What is the integration for dx? Integration for dx is x between the limits 0 to L. And what is the integration for cos x? For cos x, it is sin x. So sin 2n pi by L into x between the limits 0 to L is equal to 1. These are the limits, right? Or a squared by 2 L minus 0 minus sin 2n pi by L into L minus sin 2n pi by L into 0 is equal to 1. So when we substitute the limits, we will get this equation. Or a square by 2, we will try to simplify this. L minus 0, it is L. We will get L and L will get cancelled. So sin 2n pi, sin 2 pi, it is 0, sin 2 pi. it is 0 minus sine 2n pi by L into 0, sine 0 is again 0 is equal to 1, or a square by 2, and what is remaining? It is L only. L is equal to 1, or a square is equal to 2 is denominator here. When we make it right side of the is equal to, it becomes a numerator. L is numerator here. When we make it this side, it becomes denominator. Or a is equal to square root of 2 by L. Or a is equal to square root of 2 by L. This is the value of a. Therefore, the wave function becomes psi is equal to square root of 2 by L sine 2 pi by L into x. So this is the final solution for the Schrodinger wave equation. So the final solution for Schrodinger wave equation for a particle in a one-dimensional box is psi is equal to square root of 2 by L into sine 2 pi by L into x. Now we will derive an expression for energy. Energy. How do we derive an expression for energy? Do you remember we have taken alpha square as 8 pi square m by h square into E. What is E? E is nothing but energy. So we will rewrite this in terms of energy. E is equal to, you make everything this side. So h square alpha square by 8 pi square m h square alpha square by 8 pi square m. Now, what is the value of alpha? What is the value of alpha? Of course, we know alpha L is equal to n pi. When we try to find out the value of capital A, we arrived at alpha L is equal to n pi, or alpha is equal to n pi by L. So substitute this value of alpha in this expression. E is equal to h squared by 8 pi square m into, what is alpha square? N square pi square by L square. Or E is equal to pi square will get cancelled, n square h square by 8 ml square. 8 ml square. This is the expression for energy of a particle in a one-dimensional box, where the values of n are integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. It cannot be 0. As I said, even at this point, we cannot take the value of 0 for n. Why? When we substitute 0 in place of n, then energy, everything becomes 0. Everything becomes 0. Do you expect a particle or a material with 0 energy? No, right? Nothing in real will exist with 0 energy. Zero energy is only possible at a 0 Kelvin. At all other temperatures, 0 energy is not possible. So that is why we don't consider n is equal to 0 value in this expression. So what are the values, possible values of n? N is equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on, right? So that means there are only some values possible for n, not all values. That is what is called quantization. What is quantization? When we want to discuss quantization, we can take a simple example of quantization. Consider a ladder. What is a ladder? There are some steps in a ladder. There are some steps in a ladder, right? The steps are not continuous, right? There are one step here, and after some gap there is another step, after some gap there is one more step, right? So that means the steps in a ladder are not continuous. This is the best example for quantization. Only certain values are possible for a energy expression. So this is what is called quantization. Now we can also derive difference between two energy levels, delta E, that is nothing but E2 minus E1. Say for example E2 minus E1. Okay. So the energy difference between two successive levels, that is n plus 1 and n, we can derive this expression. E n plus 1 means n plus 1 whole square h squared by 8 ml square minus n square h squared by 8 ml square. So we can h squared by 8 ml square is common in both terms. So what is n plus 1 whole square? N square plus 1 plus 2n minus n square. This is a common thing, h squared by 8 ml square. This will get cancelled. So the energy difference between two successive levels is 2n plus 1 by h, 2n plus 1 into h squared by 8 ml square, where n is the lower level. N is the lower level. Here upper level is n plus 1, lower level is n. So the energy difference between two successive levels is 2n plus 1 into h square by 8 ml square, where n is the lower level. For example, if you want to calculate the energy difference between second level, third level and second level, then what we need to substitute? We need to take 2 for n value. So n becomes 2. Then 4 plus 1 into h square by 8 ml square. This becomes 5h square by 8 ml square. So this is how we need to find out the energy difference between two successive levels. We have derived the energy expression E is equal to n square h square by 8 ml square. As I said, if the box length is 2a, then energy expression becomes n square h square by 8 m 2a whole square, nothing but n square h square by 32 m a square. Okay, so this is different. You need to remember what is the box length. If a box length is L, this is the expression. If box length is 2L, this is the expression. Or if box length is something, you just substitute that value for L in this expression. Okay, right. Now we have the energy function, and we need to represent this energy functions into the box. Now these are the energy levels, possible energy levels according to the value of n. When n is equal to 1, what is the lowest possible energy level? That is n is equal to 1. So we have E1 nothing but h square by 8 ml square. Now this n is equal to 1 level is also called as ground state energy. Ground state energy. What is ground state energy? Ground state energy is nothing but the minimum energy possessed by a molecule or a particle. This is the minimum energy. Each and every object will have certain minimum energy. That is what is called ground state energy. Ground state energy can never be zero. As I said, no object will exist with zero energy. Zero energy is only possible at 0 Kelvin temperature. Now the next level is n is equal to 2. What is n is equal to 2? It is E2 is equal to 2 square. So 4 into h square by 8 ml square. What is the energy difference between these two? 4 h square by 8 ml square, 1 h square by 8 ml square. It is 3 h square by 8 ml square. You don't need to remember the energy difference formula. You can also calculate like this. Now we will go to n is equal to 3 level. What is n is equal to 3 level? E3 is equal to 9 because it is 3 square, 9 h square by 8 ml square, 9 h square by 8 ml square. What is the energy difference between third level and second level? 9 minus 4, it is 5 h square by 8 ml square. You see, the energy difference between n is equal to 2 level and n is equal to 1 level is 3 h square by 8 ml square. The energy difference between n is equal to 3 level and n is equal to 2 level is 5 h square by 8 ml square. So in analogy, you can also calculate the energy difference between n is equal to 4 level and n is equal to 5 level. It is 7 h square by 8 ml square. We will check this, right? When n is equal to 4, E4 is equal to 4 square, 16 h square by 8 ml square. 16 minus 9, it is 7. Now you tell me, what is the energy difference between n is equal to 5 level and n is equal to 4 level? N is equal to 5, 5 square 25, n is equal to 4, 4 square 16. So 25 minus 16, it is 9 h square by 8 ml square. Now we will try to represent the wave functions in the box. When n is equal to 1, that means there are no nodes. So the wave function will be like this. What are nodes? Node is a point where the probability of finding an electron is 0. In waves, you will have node like this. This is the nodal point, right? What is the nodal point? If the amplitude of the wave is 0, then it is called nodal point. Similarly, here also we can take when n is equal to 1, there are no nodes. So the wave function will be like this. When n is equal to 2, there are one node, n is equal to 2. Here nodes, number of nodes is equal to 0. Here number of nodes is equal to 1 because the formula is n minus 1. The number of nodes is equal to n minus 1. So the wave function will be, because we have one node which we will keep it at the middle of the system. So the wave function will be like this. For n is equal to 3, we have two nodes, n minus 1. So we have two nodes. Two nodes we will distribute equally.